Hello everybody, welcome back. Well, if you're anything like me, you like computers, and you have a lot of them. I have a whole lot of personal computers, x86 stuff, some Apple, K-Pros, Motorola VME, lots of strange stuff, lots of normal stuff. One of the things that I like, that I don't have, is a mini computer. I've been looking for years, haven't found one yet, still hoping one will show up at some point, but until we get to that point, what I am going to do, because I can't find an 1170 to bring home, is I'm going to install Open SIMH, and then I'm going to set up RT11. I found these two articles online, and I will include the links to them in the description so that you can follow along too. This one was written specifically for the Raspberry Pi, and it works there. I'm going to be installing on one of my computers here at the house running Linux Mint. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a command prompt sitting here. So since we're going to be installing and compiling software, it's a best practice to go ahead and make sure our system is up to date. So we'll run the commands to get that done, which will take just a few moments. We're going to check for regular upgrades and for distribution upgrades. Nothing there. One of the things that you're going to want to do, if you haven't already, is make sure you have Build Essentials set up, which I already have them on this machine. Another thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you have Git, because we're going to use Git to download a few things here. And that'll be up next. So what we're going to download here is the actual Open SIMH package. Well, let's try that again. There we go. So right now we're downloading the source code for SIMH, and we will compile it for the PDP11 target. And then after we are done with that, we will go ahead and download the RT11 install and some blank disk packs, and get everything set up with some INI files. Before we do that, though, we need to make sure we have a few prerequisites here. And you could put all of these on one line if you wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and do them one by one, just so that we can see everything in the process. All right. Now, we are ready to go ahead and use make to get our PDP11 target. Well, I missed something. Oh, I'm not in the SIMH directory. There we go. Now we'll arrow up to get back to our command. Perfect. So this will take just a little bit of time to compile. So we'll just need to wait for that. In fact, if it takes a good long while, I'll just cut that out of the finished video so that you don't have to sit and watch that. Okay, and it just finished up. So what we're going to do now is use wget to bring down a blank disk pack. All right, we have the blank disk pack, so we are going to unzip that disk pack. And then we are going to copy that blank disk pack to a different file name that we're going to use in the install here in just a few minutes. Now we're going to bring down the RT11 install disk, and we'll uncompress it. Okay, continuing with the next step of that. Okay, it is uncompressed and ready. All right, so we're going to need a text file called lpt.txt. We're going to use touch to create that. Then we need an inst.ini file, and we'll use cat to create that file. Perfect. So now we are going to run PDP11, the emulator, with the ini file we just created. We may have missed a step here. I think I know which one it was. So we'll just go back and perform that step. Arrow up. Perfect. So we are now in the RT11 version 5.3 installer. And we are going to have it automatically prompt us. Now, for dates, the PDP11 is not Y2K compliant. Today's date is July 11th, 2025. So we are going to put in a date of 11 July 1985. Oh. Let's try that again. 11 July, 2-digit year, 85. Perfect. So we are now going to continue with the script. Okay. All right. So now we are at our RT11 prompt. To get out of RT11, we just do a Control E, and it gives us our buy automatically. So now we need to set up another ini file so that we can run the system we just created instead of just running our installer over again. So we're going to use cat to create a run ini file. Perfect. And now we can run our PDP11 command with the run ini. And now we are back at our prompt. We can grab a directory, and at this point we have an up and running system that we can use to do a variety of other things. We can install other software, we can get familiar with the command structure, and so it's a good start. And if you ever do find a PDP11, like I hope to do at some point, you'll be ready to get in and get things going. So this will be a continuing series. I'm going to take a look at some other emulators for other mini computers, other operating systems for the PDP11, maybe even some big iron emulators, and personal computer emulators, various other things, interspersed amongst other things like computer repairs and various other things that I come up with for the channel. So if you have any questions or comments, put them down below, and it's YouTube. You know what to do. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next episode.